for sure.
Hi guys, it's Mongolian Mindset, and Shelly is actually on time today. I know this is fucking crazy. I didn't have to yell at her because we just finished the session, but we're gonna be interviewing how you say your name?
It's Matej, but it's
Matej.
Matthew. Yeah, Matej, but Matthew in American or English.
I like Matej. That's a
Yeah.
pretty good name. You don't have to go into any terms or anything like that. We'll just be listening to how you say it and why you say it, and we'll figure out a way to triangulate down on your best fit type, and we'll try to find Enneagram as well. So could you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, thanks. My name is Matej. I come from Croatia. I have a master's degree in kinesiology. I'm 32 years old. Sorry. I have a black belt in judo, which I trained 19 years competitively. I missed one belt until the black belt in taekwondo, which I trained 3 years competitively simultaneously with judo. And the last couple of years, I was heavily involved in the Olympic weightlifting. In all three sports, I won the national medals and titles. So that was pretty, I know, fun. And nowadays, I'm an operations manager at a local firm, and that's it.
Wow,
How do you feel about being told what to do and authority in your life?
With authority, I'm not pretty good with authority, but there is only one exception. If the authority or the guy or the girl who is in charge is knowledgeable and gives me challenges and improves me, so I can, shows me my weaknesses, then I respect her or him. If he or her does not show that, I'm not listening, or I have a very, very bad behavior towards him or her.
Okay. What do you want to be remembered for?
To make an impact, to change things, to change how things are done, or to show people that you really can do the things that nobody can imagine, the way you do it, and I don't know, to be the guy who achieved, who succeeded.
Okay.
How do you know what someone says is true?
If it's something like, let's say, for example, it was involved in sports, some sports science or some facts, if anyone mentions them, the first thing is I'll go to PubMed or some central for research papers, or I'll find leading I don't know, experts in the field. So check with them and then come back, or believe in what someone says. If it's like a regular thing, like my father tells me something, and if I believe him or not, I go with you show me, and then I'll believe you. I don't actually, I'm good with like words or phrases. If somebody says that, you got to show me, and I will respect that for you.
Okay.
What causes you to feel stressed out?
Stressed out, reacting on something or things, like if I'm doing any, I don't know, focused work, and somebody like wants to do or needs me, or I need to help them, that stresses me out. So being in reactive mode, I say, and stresses me out.
So interruptions, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, interruptions. Yeah, interruptions. That's pretty much it. I mean, stressed out. The new challenging situations, like I have a little anxiety in myself, but I conquer it, like talking to myself, you can do this, and this is the great experience, or you will learn. If you fail, you will learn from it, and etc. So people tell me that I look very confident whatever I do, but they don't know. Like my girlfriend, we are 7 years in a relationship, and just 2 days before this conversation we have, we talked about, like, on every training session that I went, I had a little anxiety before the training session, because I was picturing like all the things that could go wrong, or if this something I wasn't planning for, you know, and I don't know that people won't listen to me. You know, I say them, or I point out the exercise and they don't listen, or they don't do it 100% as I would like it to be. So before every session, I went through it in my mind, like from A to B, from minute 0, from minute 100. How can I plan it and do it?
Where do you see your life in 10 years?
In 10 years, it's definitely some business with my girlfriend. Like she's very into farming and agriculture, so I would like to help her with that, because she doesn't want to start anything, and she doesn't have courage or necessary like motivation. But hopefully I'm here for that, and I will like to help her with that, so we both can have this business. And I would like to. I had in my mind the plan for 10 years. Yeah, but definitely not in the job that I'm now, because I think it's just a stepping stone for something much greater, like having my own business or having my own company. So that's it in 10 years.
And what's 3 words your friends would say about you?
I think very capable, like in physical terms or in mental terms. Like I'm interested in a lot of things, like some things that don't even like. I was very sports guy when I was younger, but I always liked history. I always liked math. I always liked physics. I always liked. I have a bunch of stories about Alexander the Great, or Genghis Khan, or Napoleon, or Julius Caesar. I loved history, but not repeating the years, or like remembering it just to say on the class, but actually know what or why it happened. Like the stories we before the session we talked about. Like I want to know why and how they did it. So I think capable will be the word.
So you talked about like you want to know how all the time. How does that look for you? Like when you're doing the exercise, how do you learn a skill, or like, you say you got all like the judo black belts, you missed black belt in taekwondo, Olympic. So how do you go about learning and mastering these things?
Well, I would say I'm very blessed with a good coordination. I learn very quickly, like from seeing or from doing it. But if it's something new, like I wasn't involved in track and field when I was coaching, but my girlfriend was triple jumper, so she was like 7 years into triple jump, and she asked me to be her coach. And I didn't know anything about track and field. And first thing I did, buy a bunch of books, research for the most knowledgeable coaches, like Charlie Francis, who coached Ben Johnson, and I think it's Dan Pfaff, who coaches this year's Olympic finalist. And also I paid for private sessions with the best coach in Croatia, so I can have a month worth of coaching sessions with him, so I can try it myself, and I can ask him anything that I needed to know. And it was like non-stop learning from research papers, like having all those questions and having the problems that I needed to solve. Every problem that I come up, I needed to solve it, and I was like research papers, books, all the knowledgeable people out there, and just try it.
Mm-hmm.
How comfortable are you in social situations with people you don't know?
Well, I'm very comfortable. There is no problem with interaction or with talking to someone or asking him or her anything. So I'm all good.
Okay.
You said you have no problem doing that? Sorry, couldn't.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. What does a normal weekend look like for you?
Normal weekend, it's always some kind of competition if I'm not coaching it. So my guys or girls, I'm going to visit the local competitions that are going around our town. It's very much filled with reading the books that I didn't have time to catch in from Monday to Friday, watching a lot of videos, if it's sports or if it's like yesterday I watched the Napoleonic Wars from 1800 to till 1815. So that was like, I don't know, 3 hours worth of videos. So that's it.
What do you think is something that sabotages you about yourself?
There's actually two things. Overthinking. So like I want to plan everything in front and I overthink like every situation, and that paralyzes me. Classic analysis paralysis. And getting really easily distracted if I don't have my time compartmentalized, like from 1 to 2 I do this, from 2 to 3 I do this. If I have I don't know, a couple hours of free time, I go all out non-productive mode, and that I feel it's sabotaging very much.
Okay. Do you have any problem with burning out?
Yeah, I had, but I don't feel it. Like it feels very normal to me. Like it's maybe a little harder to me to concentrate or to express the real words, but it happened, yeah, quite a lot. But actually, I'm very lucky. For my sister has a doctorate in sports psychology, so every time I was like feeling, I was going to her and we talk about like the symptoms or why this happened, or how can I don't know, improve, how can I rest. So we actually talked about that people who like really want to achieve something, they have a very polarized energy, you know, like they go, and they like burn the same self out, and there is like little depression, you know. So you can see like it's maybe a week, maybe or two, they're very like depressed or just want to sleep or eat ice cream, like myself.
So I'm gonna ask you, when you set goals, how do you go about getting those goals? Like, how do you go about your goals? Like, you're setting your goals, or you're setting where you want to be. Like, how do you get to it? What do you do? Like, thinking.
Like for example, the track and field. I wanted to be there is award every year. There is award for the greatest coach or the best coach in our town. So when I took the track and field team, I was like, I'm going for that best coach of the year. Like I need to achieve, I don't know, first place in nationals, or I have to, I don't know, national record or something. And then I go, okay, I set this very high goal. Like everybody thinks it's impossible, but for me, like if it's not very high, if you fail it, you will end up here. So I don't set low goals or like short-term goals. It's very in there, like in on the top, and I tackle it like with all that I have got.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
When you have things that you need to get done, do you prefer to be self-reliant, or would you feel comfortable telling other people like what tasks you need to do?
Yeah, for most of the time I feel very self-reliable, but as I get older, I found out the power to delegate. You know, so now it's not that big of a deal for me to delegate some things, but when I was younger, it was like all me. Because I know I had a little like, you know, you tell people what to do, and some people like don't want to get told what to do, and they react like some crazy way, or they don't like you anymore. Like, all I asked you for this one thing, and if you can't, we can still be friends, you know. But they're like, when they see that kind of, I don't know, their personality or that kind of talk, they immediately like, you're bad. So get out of my life.
When you were younger, you wanted to delegate, but you didn't like the response you got from it.
Yeah. I tried like a couple of times, but it didn't go well. I didn't know what I did. You know, everything. You know, you are the best for yourself. You know, but now when I look, edit, like maybe I was too direct or too commanding. You know, you can tone it down a little bit, or you can find a way how to ask somebody. But that was like 10 years ago. So now I'm smarter and I can easily put some task on other people.
Mm-hmm. How do you deal with friends? Like, would you say, are you a person that has a lot of friends, or are you a person who has a couple friends? Like, how's the friendship dynamic with you?
Yeah, I have a lot of acquaintances, like a lot of people know me and I know them because it's a small town. But for friends, like real friends, I have maybe 5 or 4, like real friends that I can call, or I want to call in 3 in the morning, or they can call me in 3 in the morning, and we can discuss or we can do anything, because I operate on respect. You know, like if I respect you, then I'm letting you near me, or I want you to spend time with you. So I had a great conversation with my friend. That's one of my friends, who we were talking about, like I give a chance to everybody, but I don't give my time to everybody. No, I can know you and we can talk, but if I see like there I cannot improve, or you cannot improve from me, we're not wasting our time. So I give the chance to everybody, but my time is very limited to a couple of people that I respect.
Okay. What's a skill you think everybody should know?
Concise communication. Like, don't beat around the bush, or know what you want to say or know what you want to do, and just elaborate it. I think that's the most undeveloped skill now. Or public speaking, you can say.
Do you find it difficult to make decisions, and why?
No, not so much. Yeah, I don't know. I know what I want, and that's the decision that I must made. And if somebody doesn't like it, I will find another way. So no, it's not that difficult. It seems like that to other people I talked about with my family, they all think that I'm very rash, or like I don't think about it, but actually it's very thought. Every action or every decision is very thought out before, and then I take it. But I think it's so quick to them. Like I'm thinking about it all day, and like putting on paper or some, I don't know, I'm imagining for like if I go this way or if you go this way. But when I made a decision, it's I'm very stubborn, they say, about my decisions.
Yeah.
How do you handle chaos in your life?
How I handle chaos? I tried once, like period of 2 days, because I was typed as ESTP, so they are like all not chaotic. But from then, I didn't learn about these new communication styles with Linda Barrens and all such before. Like a couple of years ago, ESTPs was like, let it happen, or ESFP, sorry. They're like all in the moment, present, like loving chaos. And I let everybody around me like do whatever they want on training, and that lasted like 2 days, and I was back in putting everybody where their place is, and making sure that everybody does what they need to do, how much repetitions, how many, what they need to think when doing it, what they need to think about, like what is tomorrow, today we do for tomorrow, so etc.
Right.
Very the first. Yeah, sorry.
I was just gonna say, so somebody typed you as a ESTP or ESFP. Which one?
ESTP. I was typed 3 times differently.
3 times differently.
Yeah. Can I say it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. The first. Okay, Shelly. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah.
God damn it, Shirley.
We already have an answer, but yeah, you go ahead. So you're not
okay,
influencing.
The first time. No, it's not. I watched your older videos, like for last 10 typing sessions, so it's okay. I think you want to know, you want to know, but doesn't influence. Like I'm not thinking about my type. I just talk with you.
Yeah, go for it.
You, yeah. The first time I was ESTP, because the second I thought that I have a black belt in judo, ESTP. So yeah, it was very bad. The second time I was ENTJ.
Who typed you? Did you say who typed you?
It was Joyce Meng.
Okay.
She was the first one. The second one was I don't know, some other girl, Amy. I think it's Amy something. She typed me as why Amy why.
Yeah.
It was ENTJ, and the third time was ISTP by CS Joseph. It was the last one.
Wait, what? ISTP,
yeah. ISTP, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So here I am making correcting the mistake. Sorry.
Well, one of them was right.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, man, we're just gonna give it to you now. Okay, I'm just gonna go down what I got. First thing you did once you got on here, you start listing off your achievements: black belt in judo, missed my 1 belt for taekwondo, Olympic weightlifting. Those are all achievements, dude. That's TEFI, right? So if they don't have you as a TEFI user, I had you as a TIFE user within the first fucking minute. Okay. With that being said, all TI users are eliminated. ESTP is gone. Okay. Then you talk about being not good with authority. You don't really listen. Very bad behavior with them. So it's gonna make you pragmatic. So you're TEFI user and you're pragmatic. So that's gonna make you part of the Gamma Quadra. That's gonna be your ENTJs, ESFPs, INTJ, and ISFP.
ISFP, yeah, the wayfarers.
Yeah, that's gonna be those, right? You like to plan everything out before you do anything, right? And that's most important to you, is planning things out before you get there. Like, you like to have everything ready before you do it. And you don't really like chaotic situations. You talked about, like, oh, I was typed as this, and so for 2 days, and then I had to go back to fucking what I do best.
Yeah,
that's outcome focus. So TFI and pragmatic, and you're obviously an SENI user. I mean, you want to make an impact and change the world type thing. So we're down to ENTJ and ISFP. With that being said, you're direct. So ISFP is eliminated. By elimination, you are an ENTJ.
Great, thank you.
What did you think you were going to be typed as?
I don't know. I was thinking the ENTJ, but like, I'm very open-minded because I had 3 experiences, and so I'm very.
I don't know how C and ISTP, like, you're not even on the same.
Yeah, it was. I know I don't agree with his like 15-minute typing sessions, but that, like, he was very. I don't know. I'm not bashing on like his system or something. I really like it, and this is for now, the one of the best systems, like what you use for Linda Barrens and such. But his approach is like, ask 10 questions, like, who are you, what do you do, what is your 5-year plan, how are you with your parents, and I was like, what, this is the first challenge for my memory. Like, I didn't remember all the questions, and then I was like just going, and there's a little language barrier when you have like 15 minutes typing session. I don't process like that fast, and I answered all the questions. I was okay, direct, this is progression, you're responding, you're ISTP. Like, okay, let's end this session. Yeah, let's end this session and let's move on. So yeah.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I do think we are the best.
Yeah,
we take our time. We really do take our time. We ask our questions. We take fucking notes. Even though you don't notice it, me and Shelly are talking amongst each other through our phones.
Yeah, that was the first 2 typing sessions that I looked like. You tell, we already know your answer, like how she is like there and you are there, like how are you communicating?
Yeah,
so I get it.
Like the first thing Shelly said, well, let me see, I think it was in the fucking first minute. She goes, TFI achievements, because you start listing them, like you just listen them. You're all about those achievements, y'all. Even when you're like, I look at, I wanted to be the best in the town. So you looked at the end product immediately. You went towards the end product. That was your goal, was to be the best coach in town.
Yeah.
So you were already like homing in on that achievement from the outcome perspective. So like even in that right there, that's TFI and outcome. Like there's no mistaking, like you're an ENTJ, Enneagram 8. I would say Enneagram 8. Yeah, Enneagram 8. That's usually what ENTJs say that is 8. Or 3 sometimes, and sometimes 5, but 8 seems like the likely one. And you're probably a
I thought, but because all of these achievements, like it's very 3, like 3 is known as the achiever. So, but 8 suits me very, very good.
Yeah, because it's all about doing it for power. I mean, well, they're not just doing it just to do it. It's got to have something longer in mind.
Yeah.
So like for myself, like I don't just, like I play chess, right? And the reason I play chess is to be able to integrate that into other aspects of my life. I'm just not trying to be the best player in chess just to be the fucking
chess. Yeah.
You know, I wanted to change my mindset to every avenue. That don't mean if I am going to work, I want to be able to think several steps ahead. When I'm driving my fucking car, I want to think several steps ahead. When I go to the fucking bar, I want to think several steps ahead. When I'm talking to women, I want to think several steps ahead. So it's like that is the mindset that I'm going after, and that is the reason why I want to be good at chess. I don't just fucking just do it just to fucking do it.
That's
that's also that's also with me the situation.
Does your brain not work that way? So like naturally, do you not just several steps ahead? Like you're not.
I think several steps ahead, but you cannot compare yourself to a chess player. Like you think several steps ahead, but you don't. Like you just like you if you play chess, you will notice like, okay, I'm really not thinking several steps ahead all the time. But it's like a difference. It's a difference in a level. Like it's like it's completely different. Like you think you do, but like when you play chess, it's like you get put on the spot with time, with all that. Like it's not just like, oh, you know, I want this in the future, and I'm thinking several steps. It's like I'm in a crunch, under pressure, got to get it done, got to see how I'm gonna attack him. I may lose this piece here, but I'm trading this piece for that, and that's the type of mindset you want to have everywhere. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like, you know. And people say, oh, I can think of several steps. You put them on the chessboard, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So it's just practice.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah,
it helps a lot. You should definitely pick it up, Shelly.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess with no training, I'm naturally like good at playing it. But then my INTP decided he was gonna learn how to become the chess master. And once he could beat me, I was like, all right, I'm done.
You quit?
I didn't like see a real purpose in, you know, dedicating that much time to it. So
just like I said, like your brain just automatic, no matter what, like you may be able to see 1 to 2 moves ahead.
Yeah, he learned all of the, like, you know, the strategy.
Well, you should try to learn the strategy too. What the fuck you trying to do?
Like all of
the fuck you doing? Like there's a strategy.
Well, I naturally have a strategy. I mean, I break things down and like have different, you know, like there's always like 10 different ways things can go, and like I've like I have those in my life. I don't need to work on that.
Clown. Listen, you can't reinvent chess. There's people that are way better than you. That's the reason why you find their openings. You find the openings, you try those openings, and then you put that on top of it. And then you're a good chess player. But if you just start moving shit around, it's like, what the fuck? Like, you're gonna lose every fucking time.
Yeah, just a waste of my time.
It's like, what? That's some progression shit there, boy. Oh Lord. That is some progression shit there, dude. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, how you fucking win?
What is Shelly's type?
INTJ.
Oh yeah.
The fuck is that shit, man? It's crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, ENTJ. I don't know how anybody would get ISTP, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, even at the point in time you said I like to do A to B in my mind and how I can plan it. I was like, yeah, we were dealing with the NTJ here. We wasn't sure if we were dealing with the INTJ or ENTJ at first, but we're like, okay, we got that. He's an NTJ.
Yeah, also like delegating tasks. Like, there's no way. I don't feel comfortable letting other people do things because.
Well, I'll delegate my drawers off, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I love to delegate. Like, that is where I just feel just the most natural. Just like telling a motherfucker what to do. Just like, my God, it's like I was born to do that. It's like, I swear to God, like if there was one thing I was born to do, it was tell a motherfucker what to do. I swear to God, I feel like there's no one who could tell somebody what to do better than me, because I just know what everybody's strengths is. I can just look at a motherfucker or talk to him for a 7-minute period of time, and I know where you're strong at and where you're weak at, and I know where you need to go. Just like, I don't know, it's like superpower. It's crazy. And then, like, if they fuck it up, I got somebody to yell at, you know?
That's awesome. Yeah, that was I was going for.
I have to blame myself. It's like, God damn it. Like, you had one fucking job. You may have the hardest job. Like, you had one fucking job, man. If I had one fucking job, I'd be able to do this shit too. You know, I don't know.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man, you got any questions for us, brother?
No, actually, no. It was an awesome chat and awesome talking to you. Yeah. And I really liked your group. Like the moment I get in, like I was seeing all these like videos, posts, and quotes. I was in. Yeah, that was,
of course, you're ENTJ. I'm an ENTJ. I'm always posting like quotes and shit.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great. I've learned so much from everybody because everyone comes in with a different perspective. And they really we like to challenge each other. Like, you know, you have somebody in there that might say something and you got to go research it to make sure that they're right, or you may be wrong. You know, Cynthia busts my ass all the time. I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
As soon as I see that name Cynthia under my Cynthia Pay under my fucking thing, I'm like, oh fuck, here you go. I hope it's a meme or something. If she sends an article, I'm like, fuck, I gotta go read this bullshit, and I'm probably fucking wrong. But hey, at the end of the day, you learn something and you grow as a human being. And it's all about being able to learn things, man. It sets you apart from everybody else. It's the little thing.
Yeah. I saw that you have like the monthly get around. So is that when is this happening?
So it happens every month, the first week of the month, the first Friday we do it, and everybody gets on there and we just talk about random things that everybody wants to talk about. Like we'll talk about, you know, goals that we accomplish or goals that, like, you know, we want to accomplish. And during that time, there's a lot of people on the call. So like, let's say if someone's talking about, hey, you know, I'm thinking about investing in stocks. Like I've been investing in stocks for a long period of time. So I can give you a rundown on what I think is the best way to go about that. Books that you would probably need to read, you know, stuff like that. And that goes far, you know, that's giving you a lot of leverage. Like some people talk about fitness or whatever. And like yourself, you know, you're an Olympic coach. You can be like, hey, you know, this is what I see that works. You know, this is how I train the athletes here. This is how I won, and you could try it too and see if it works for you. So it's like, it's a very great experience, man.
It's 4 p.m. at Eastern time if you want to.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure where you're.
I'll start.
Might be the middle of the night.
No, it's 9:39 p.m. So it's not that bad.
Yeah, so
it's like 6 hours. It's in front.
Midnight then, or no, 10.
10,
yeah. So we'll be like, we'll just send like the week before. I usually just start like sending like, oh, the mega live is this time, you know, to get everybody ready and stuff. But it's awesome, man. I'm glad to have another ENTJ, man.
Yeah, it's awesome too. Like that's very, very interesting to talk about. There are very few people around me like with this type of I don't know, the groups or the talking or like quotes or books. No, I found like one guy who is like very similar to me. I don't know if he's ENTJ or not. I'm not that qualified to type him, but we are very, very similar in that regard. So it's like one friend out of like 20,000 people in our town. No? So you like it's very, very it's very, very rare to find like the fish found its pond, you know, like I finally found one pond to, you know, to talk to people or to listen, like the like-minded people that we can talk about business or stocks or fitness or I don't know, random things, you know. If we know that this is helping us like relax or like improve ourselves, that's awesome. Yeah,
man, that's awesome. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta get some food, brother. Nice to see you. I'll see you in the group, man. And Shirley, get your shit together.
No problem.
Always fucking late.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, brother.